So in this video, I have two different sits, and the first one starts out just crazy. I dropped a couple things as I was getting set up to the base of the stand, so I decided I'm going to get down, take my bow with me, and just turn on my GoPro, and then while I'm at the base of the tree, I'm going to stomp around and rattle at the same time, just see if I can't get something to come in. And I mean, it starts out crazy, and then the rest of the night was crazy as well. So um, yeah, enjoy the video. 15 minutes later, this other buck shows up. He's definitely one that I would be willing to take with my longbow. And he stood there. I don't know, it felt like an hour, but it was probably only like 20-30 minutes. But he stood there and looked and looked and looked. I ended up, after he left, finally, I seen another buck, the buck that I missed in the last video actually, but he was way off in the distance, and I only seen him for about 6 or 7 seconds, and then he was out of sight, so I didn't get him on camera. After that, out of nowhere, a doe come running in front of me with a small basket rack behind her, and he smelled me right off and took off, but she stuck around not knowing what was going on. And I'm more than happy to take a shot at a doe. After the shot, she stuck around for a while, and so I just knocked another arrow and just kept waiting for the next opportunity, hoping she'd be able to get close enough to take another shot at. Now after the shot, she ended up calming down. After just taking a few hops, she stopped. She would look back at the arrow, but she never figured out where I was. She ended up calming down and started actually coming back towards me. So I knocked another arrow and just waited. And as I was waiting for her to get a little bit closer, I heard some rustling down in the bottom. All of a sudden, a really nice buck started walking up out of the bottom and started messing with her, just kind of following around and sniffing her. And so I was thinking, if he keeps pushing her, she's going to come past me, and I'm going to get a shot at him as he walks on by.
She's about 30 yards. That's a different buck. I've never seen that buck before. Come on, dude. If she moves this way, it could cause that buck to walk right past me. That might be that 8-point from earlier. That's a nice buck. It's an 8-point, no, it's not an 8-point. It's like a 9 or a 10. It's got a kickers. That dude needs to make up her mind. I think there's a deer out to my left. This is crazy. The doe's right there. Buck's just a little bit further. It's nights like this when having a raker or having a compound kind of feels like it would make sense. Oh, here he comes, here he comes. Here he comes. That's a nice buck. Holy cow. Here she comes.
So in my next sit, I didn't sit very long until all of a sudden a doe come bursting out of the CRP, running my way, stopping right in front of my stand. At the same time, there was a spike that was coming from the opposite direction that immediately started following her around. I kind of debated on whether or not I would take either one of these deer, and finally I decided, you know what, if she gets close enough for a really good, easy shot, I'm going to go ahead and take it and at least put some meat in the freezer for the year.
Oh yeah, she's for sure done. Just a little low. What you gonna do, little guys? What you gonna do? Oh shucks, they're gonna go in there. Got him. It's about 35 yards. Go down, go down. Crazy thing. I hope he dies. I really want my arrow back. That was a long shot. It's about 35 yards. I think he's dead. I doubt he's alive anymore. That was about right.
So I found the arrow here. I'm only about 10-15 yards from the tree stand. So it was a pass through, or it came all the way through. And I don't know, it looks kind of like it got shot. I'm not sure. I just kind of, I haven't found a single drop of blood. Not the best blood tracker in the world, but I'm just gonna ease my way through here. Hopefully I can either find some blood or a deer. So we're gonna see what we can find. All right, coming back out. It's the next morning. I think I'm just gonna grid search this whole grass field starting on the far end. And I got toilet paper in my backpack. I'll just throw a square out here and there if I don't have a reference point in grid searching. That way I know where I've already looked. I don't overlap too much. So I threw some coyote traps in the back of the truck. If I do find her, I'm not planning on gutting her if I don't have to. I'll just maybe cut into her, take out some meat, move about 100 yards away or wherever, and set up some coyote traps. I know there's some coyotes. I have some trail camera pictures very recently of a bunch of coyotes in here, so I have my bow with a GoPro on it, just in case I run into a situation. I know down over the hill, kind of where I shot her last night, there's always a good chance that you'll run into something while you're out here doing stuff like this. So I was walking through here, seen that bone, this pile of bones, like, there must be some fresh coyotes in here somewhere. And look at this. It's a bone with a very fresh mouse kill right beside it. That's a very coyote thing. My dove field is just over that hill. It'd be a great spot to put a coyote trap in the dove field, and maybe one in that tilled bean field over there. Something I can see from the road, and I don't have to walk up to it every single time I want to check it. And yeah, maybe pull some coyotes out of here before too long. Trapping season opened yesterday, but hopefully we can find a deer in here so we have some bait. Nothing so far. I went through some of the thickest stuff, kind of figured she'd be in there. Maybe she'll be just on the edge on this side. She could still be down here. She could have, with that spike chasing her, I don't know, I hate to say it, but she might have just kept on running. I'll finish grid searching this CRP, and I'll come back over here to the direction she was running, over to the road, and watch that fence row all the way. There's no way she went over and bedded in the neighbor's pasture. There's no brush over there. I mean, the animals keep it trimmed down, so I don't know. I just keep grid searching, circle downwind, and maybe pick up her scent. I might even go look in the CRP over there, but I know there's some big bucks living in there right now. So I have to be on high alert. Right now I have my rabbit thumper on because it is rabbit season. Just a couple days ago, rabbit season started, and I just saw one that I almost took a shot at, but I didn't have the camera rolling, so I was like, I'm gonna give it a second and maybe I'll bump into him again and get a shot at him. So I'm just gonna keep grid searching at this point. If I had a shotgun, that little rabbit would have been toast. He gave me every opportunity in the world. Hopefully we'll run into this deer though. Let's go find this deer. Well, it's been about 10 seconds since I made that last update, and there she is. And I can see from here, like there's some fur here. This is where she was laying dead. And I can see from here that the coyotes got to her. So that really sucks. You can see the drag marks through the grass here. But it looks like they really got to her. She's just a little doe. Oh my word. Oh, there's almost no meat salvageable on there. I guess I'll tag her and then, I don't know, maybe take the back straps look like they might be fine, but goodness gracious. Time to trap some coyotes apparently. That is ridiculous. I can't even show the camera. The guts are completely gone. That is such a shame. I'm stinking coyotes. This is the second year in a row now that we've had a lot of meat lost to coyotes. These things are, and that's one night, so yeah, unfortunately found her. Fortunately we found her, but unfortunately it's a lot of meat loss.